Welcome. We're here at the Dutch IT channel Security Day today, and I'm having a conversation with Suzan from Jamf. Welcome, Suzan.
Thank you very much.
It's nice to meet you.
And you.
Can you tell me a bit about why the Security Day is relevant for you and for the business that you're in?
So Jamf builds management and security solutions for modern devices, and we're very well known as a management company. We've been doing that for 20 years, but over the last 5 years we've made a number of acquisitions in the security space, so it's important for us to be here to showcase our solutions and show how we can really modernize security for the devices that people have within their business.
So what has been the biggest challenge, I think, for this year when you look at security in regards to mobile devices?
For mobile devices, they're often left out of the security conversation completely, and bring your own device causes more issues when it comes to that as well. We have just as much information on our mobile devices as we do our laptops, but they're just not treated in the same way. And so hackers are really focusing on these mobile platforms to build types of threats that are mobile specific. Think about text messages. You've probably got them on your own device. So we really need to educate users about what they should and shouldn't be doing on their mobile devices, and providing security solutions that protect these users even if they click on those links.
But that can be quite challenging, I think, educational for these people, and actually explaining them all the risks. And because I kind of feel that I have all this data as well on my mobile phone, but this really hasn't been top of mind for me.
Yeah. Definitely, and that's the same for so many people out there. And even if you are security conscious, you can be tricked, because these types of threats that we're seeing on mobile look so legitimate that even your strongest, most, the people that are really hot on security, they could click on a link by accident. We have this inherent trust of mobile devices that we don't have on our laptops, and they're always on. They're always connected to the internet, so the chances of being exploited are much, much higher. So yes, we need to educate users, but we also need to provide solutions so that if someone does click on those links, or if someone does download that application, they won't be causing pressure or causing a security breach. So having a solution that actually prevents threats from getting to the device, as well as being able to remediate threats that do get to the device, is really, really important.
So how do you expect that's going to change moving into next year? Do you think that's going to be more easy? Is the awareness growing, or do you see a different trend actually?
I've been working in the mobile security space for 10 years, and I have to tell you, 10 years ago it was very difficult. Yeah. People did not understand it. They thought mobile was completely secure. They thought that MDM was all they needed to protect their devices. It's definitely changed, and that's because everybody like you has received those text messages, has received those links where they've clicked on and they've potentially been vulnerable. So awareness is growing, education needs to continue, but we're also seeing an increase in sophisticated spyware that is targeted on specific individuals that have sensitive information. Governments, journalists, human rights organizations, they're being targeted by these specific threats like Pegasus or Predator that we've seen recently. So we need more integrated, more detailed solutions to be able to protect against those kinds of threats too.
I was going to say, because I can imagine you see that hackers get more smarter, they're more sophisticated, they're more deep into tech actually. Do you think that there's going to be a risk as well moving into next year?
Yeah, I mean, every time that any operating system increases their security, hackers have to find new, more intelligent ways to circumvent their protection. So it's always going to be a cat and mouse game. But that's why we have security in place. And that's why we need a solution that actually prevents the threats rather than just alerting to the threats. So alerting users to the threats when we found them on their devices to say, hey, you've been blocked from this threat because of this reason, will be important to help users to remediate their own or to police their own activity. Yeah. But like I say, we need something that actually stops it so that the users can't input their information.
So what would be your one key takeaway for the viewers today? So
in the past, security has always been seen as something that IT has to deal with, but that's changing, and it really is everybody's responsibility. For example, with those text messages that I mentioned, I've spoken to many IT teams who have said, well, I don't really care if someone hands over their own credit card information, that's their problem. But we've seen a big shift into, instead of looking for financial information, these hackers are looking for your cloud credentials, for your business data. And so that means it's a problem for every business. And so it doesn't just fall to the IT team to be able to secure these devices. It's every user being very conscious on their devices, making sure they're not accessing content that they shouldn't be, making sure they're thinking twice before they click on those links or downloading those applications. And we can help with that at Jamf.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is awareness definitely something you can help your customers with as well, and taking them on their journey?
Yes, so Jamf offers the full suite of solutions to help from the management side as well as access and security. And the great thing about Jamf is that we have this all together from one vendor in a solution that all integrates together, so it's super easy to manage and very low maintenance. So we can ensure that users are enrolled on their devices and that only users that are authorized can access your sensitive data.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much, Suzan, for sharing.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.